me the number specifically, but yeah. So basically, my name is Jason Sparrow. I'll just start with that. There are two child predators that got caught on September 29th. There's a video on YouTube, and I was actually there. I was somebody who had to help drive one of them to meet up with the other one so the police could get involved. It is case number 25-30084, and when the police showed up, they took their phones away, but no arrests were made. And at one point, even in the video, one of the police officers asked one of the child predators, like, why would you tell him that? Because of the like when Alex Rosson showed up, they pretty much got all the information voluntarily, and so I was calling the police. I called them for 2 weeks straight, and pretty much just asked or tried to get a hold of them and find out the status and why there were no arrests. And I got an answering machine every time. So I've reached out to the FBI, the Bureau of Internal Affairs, the Department of Public Safety, the state troopers, the district attorney, municipal prosecutor, the Bureau of Investigation, even the mayor. And then I reached out to or back to the detectives unit in the sex crimes division, and I left them a message, and then I got a call from Lieutenant Bushu in Anchorage, and he really wasn't helpful. He's just basically saying that the group that showed up was a vigilante group, even though it's investigative journalism.
Sorry, I can barely hear you.
Oh,
You're kind of fading out.
I'm sorry. So basically, I don't know how much of that you got. I apologize. But so that was on September 29th that all of this happened, and there still haven't been any arrests. And when I was talking to the state troopers, they said cases like this could take weeks, months, or years. But the problem with that, it is a matter of public safety because these two are still in Anchorage and nothing's been done about it. And when I talked to the detectives last, when I talked to Lieutenant Bushu, he said that the detectives were working with the district attorney. And when I called the district attorney, they didn't have the case number on file, and they transferred me to the special prosecutor's office, and they also didn't have the case on file. And then when I tried to call the detectives back, it was just more answering machine messages. And I pretty much, like, I've been spreading awareness about this and posting flyers all over town, and literally none of the police have done anything, and they weren't really able to tell me anything. And somebody gave me a tip to contact you guys because they said that you could potentially help in this situation. I don't know how. Anytime somebody gives me a tip, I reach out to the people just so I'm pretty much trying to get these two in jail, and I don't have the power to do it on my own.
Well, I certainly applaud your efforts.
I appreciate you.
So this isn't something that would fall under the scope of what we do. We provide services to victims of violent crime outside of domestic violence and sexual assault, just because we have STAR here, which provides services to victims of sexual assault, and AWAKE provides services to victims of domestic violence. And they also, I know AWAKE provides services to the whole family, and STAR does adults, and then Alaska Cares works with children, and so we primarily help victims. But like I said, we provide services to victims of other crimes like homicide, burglary, stuff like that.
Okay.
I think, because you said this happened in Anchorage.
Yeah.
Right. So I think if you call the state troopers, they're going to put you to APD because it happened within the municipality. So that's probably your best point of contact.
Okay.
I don't know, I do know these cases, they have to collect evidence, and they do their investigation, and hopefully they've gotten enough information that they can turn it over and the prosecutors can put a case together. Sometimes they decline what APD gives them, which is really frustrating for law enforcement officers when they do a lot of work, and then the Department of Law declines prosecute. Hopefully that will not be the case.
Of course.
But I think, that at this point, APD is they probably have the investigation and they're investigating it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What about the crime victims?
So it was actually the two. This is pretty harsh stuff, but I know you're probably used to hearing it, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
this particular case, these two were caught sending each other infant pornography, and their Alex Rossin with the Predator Poachers actually hired a decoy to reach out to them and pose as a 13-year-old girl. And Chris Dial and Cheyenne Labo were actually planning to meet up with her for sex, and they were going to double team her. And I actually, I'm unofficially working with Alex Rossin. I have his phone number, and he actually sent me all the videos, so I actually have the text threads on my phone, so I've seen everything. Not the child
Like,
porn.
are there not any? Like, are there crime victims?
So it's just infant pornography and a decoy. So,
Okay.
yeah. So there were no official victims in the case, I guess, because other than the babies in the videos, of course. But
Right.
it was basically.
But are those babies like would I mean they would be the crime victims, and are they in Anchorage?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think so. It's literally they were going on Instagram. I mean, sorry, not Instagram, but Telegram, and they were looking up child porn and they were sending it to each other. I personally haven't seen any of that. I don't want to see that, but that's what they were. Yeah, in the
I mean, because most of us are victim service provider agencies, and so we would know how to assist the victims.
hmm
And so if it's online, I think that's going to probably be the FBI.
yeah.
In terms of like being aware and reaching out to the victim families, and then they usually are able to work with prosecution if the case goes to prosecution.
Yeah, actually, it's ironic because somebody else mentioned that I should reach back out to the FBI because of the internet crimes. But
Yeah.
when I talked to them about it, I don't remember the exact date. I've been working at this for about a month, but they were the ones who referred me to the Bureau of Investigation, and I emailed them and copy and pasted it to my Facebook page. But when I told the FBI what happened, I literally told them the exact same thing that I told you. I leave no details out and everything. So I feel like if they were gonna do something about it because it's an internet crime, they would have said something when I talked to them about the infant pornography that was being passed back and forth through Telegram. But I'm planning on calling them again. It's on my to-do list. My next call that I have to make on Monday is Lieutenant Daniel Rovat. She is one of the people that I tried to contact yesterday, and I got an answering machine, and I left a
I mean, I
message.
think they say FBI because if the person's not in Anchorage, it spreads outside of the Alaska territory. Because like DPS is over the state of Alaska, unless there is a police department, then they supersede. But if it's internet, usually then it's usually because it's getting sent from someplace outside of Alaska. So
Yeah,
that's why it sometimes goes to the FBI.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I was actually thinking about, like I said, it's on my to-do list to call them back. I've been pretty much just recovering or covering my steps and retracing, going back and making phone calls. So, um, but yeah, I was planning on doing that too because last time maybe they just didn't catch it because I was talking more about the case here in Anchorage. But if I were to directly say, "Hey, this is an internet crime. Are you guys able to help with it?" Then they might be able to do something about that.
Yeah. I think it's hard to know if sometimes if law enforcement is investigating or if they're not, just because if they're not, obviously nothing's coming out, and if they are, nothing's going to come out either because they don't want to, like, if they have been able to track something down, they don't want to give it away. So it's still very hard to tell if
For sure.
anything's actually being done.
Yeah.
But I definitely hope something is being done. If I think of anything else, I can give you a call back. But at this point, I couldn't provide you any advice.
No, I totally appreciate your time and talking to me about this, though. Do you happen to have anybody else that would potentially be able to, like, at least help with motivating the police and the authorities to, for lack of a better word, do their job?
I mean, I think the only thing is if you know the location in which this incident went down, you could look up the assembly person in that area, and if you could get like this happened in your district, and then have them be aware of it. Sometimes that's another way to get some traction.
I appreciate you. Yeah, actually, I was like I said, I was there, so I have the address that it went down. Where they got investigated, not investigated, but where the predator poachers met up with them, and yeah, I've since got them both fired from their jobs, and yeah, there's just been a lot going on in Anchorage.
This happened in your neighborhood that you reside over.
Yeah.
Sometimes that helps.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that too. I do. I've got a notepad too. I take a bunch of notes when it comes to this. So, yeah, I'm actually gonna look into that probably as soon as I get off the phone with you. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty.
Best of luck, and like if I think of anything else, I'll let you know.
Sweet. Yeah, I appreciate you. If I don't ever answer, because I also work a full-time job. Honestly, this is something that I do in my free time. I've lost a lot of sleep, but if for any reason you can't get a hold of me, would you possibly be able to text me to at least let me know that?
Yeah, I think so. Can I get your name again?
Yeah, my name is Jason Sproul. Last name Sprau.
Okay.
And then my phone number.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, you have my phone number. You called. Perfect. Cool.
Yeah, I got it.
Sweet. All right. Well, yeah, I definitely appreciate you calling back. And yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon.
You too. All right. Bye. Okay, so I have to look up the assembly person for the person. I don't even know where to start looking for that. So if anybody has ideas, please let me know. I'm going to be getting on Google pretty much as soon as I stop this recording. But it happened off of the Boniface area, off of Vance Drive, right by the Native Hospital. If that helps. And obviously nobody knows where the videos were recorded because they were getting them on Telegram. But if this happened in that area, maybe that'll work out. Like maybe they'll be able to help me. But yeah, as you guys heard, I'm going to be contacting Lieutenant Danielle Rovat. I wrote her name down, but apparently I don't know how to write. But I'm going to be contacting her on Monday. I'm probably going to be getting up early. And then, whatchamacallit, I'm going to look into calling the FBI again and recommend, or basically letting them know, hey, this is an internet crime. Are you guys able to do anything about that? And then, the assembly person. So, yeah, I mean, we're getting somewhere, but at the same time, it feels like there's just a bunch of brick walls. But I've noticed that anytime that I talk to somebody who is not directly law enforcement or anything, they're able to give me so much more information. So, for what it's worth, thank you to whoever it was. Like, there's 2 people that recommended the Victims for Justice, and I appreciate you guys for your help. And yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Have a good day.